been asked by the government campaign for Get On, which is really helping people, get out there and start learning maths skills, joining one of the Get On courses and improving skills in adulthood, to look at, why are people reluctant sometimes to go back to school, if you like, in adulthood and learn these skills. And as a psychologist, I was very interested in some research that they commissioned that found that quite often it was people's lack of confidence. So we worked together and looked at the different reasons that people give for that. And psychologically, a lot of the reasons are related to the fact that people feel underconfident in their math skills because of experiences they've had in childhood, which have given them this sort of belief that they are bad at maths. And as a result, they steer away from anything that involves using their math skills. Certainly, they think they do. Whereas in actual fact, people use their math skills on a daily basis in a variety of different ways, but without ever really knowing it. So, for instance, if you check your electricity bill, or you look at your credit card limit, or you weigh some ingredients, all of these different things that you might do on a very regular basis are using maths-based skills. And so I was very interested really in how we can encourage people, to enrol on something like a Get On course and improve their skills and gain a more formal qualification.
You touched on it there when you said it's not just things like calculus or whatever. It as actually during your daily life, but with so many things like calculators and stuff, why should people bother going onto a course to learn how to convert currencies, etc.?
The main reason that people should really think about increasing their math skills and maybe gaining a formal qualification is because it has such huge personal benefits to your confidence overall. Certainly the research has found in the Northeast, for example, that 76% of women and men in the Northeast said that passing an exam or gaining a qualification is the thing that's most likely to give them a long-term feeling of confidence, a long-term confidence boost. Now, that's a huge percentage of people who say that they've gained real lasting confidence, from gaining a qualification. Whereas, quite often what people try to do is to gain sort of confidence boosts in other ways, particularly for women, maybe relating to their appearance, get their hair done or buy a new lipstick or something. And the research has shown that these things really only give a very, very short-term confidence boost, and it only lasts a few days. And then after that, again, you're feeling underconfident again. So the biggest reason, I suppose, is for the personal benefits to you that increasing your skills will have. But of course, they will impact on lots of different areas of your life as well. Imagine how, if you can feel more confident when your children come home with their maths homework, that you can sit down and help them with it, rather than sort of feeling like you can't get involved. Those are all things that will benefit both you and your whole family.
But what about people that say, I'm too old to go back to school, and I'll be embarrassed that that I'm not nearly as good as everyone else? What about those people?
Yes, a lot of people feel quite intimidated about the idea of learning a skill in adulthood or going back and learning maths or literacy. And I think that's a real shame. And often it's because of, their experiences in childhood, and they believe that they would be going back into those kinds of feelings of, underconfidence that they felt at school with maths or whatever else. Now, what they really need to try and remember is that learning maths as an adult is a completely different experience to learning maths as a child. You actually have now had a whole wealth of life experiences, a whole different ways that you've been using maths on a daily basis that you don't realise, which will actually make it a lot easier for you when you come to study maths as an adult. So all I can really say is to encourage people to speak to one of the Get On advisors and find out about Get On courses in your area, and maybe give it a try. There are ways that you can sort of boost your confidence to get you there, if you like. Maybe try signing up with a friend, try to remember times when you felt very confident in the past, maybe gaining other types of achievements. Doing all of those things will help you sort of, get that feeling of motivation going enough so you can get over your nerves and sign up. And I guarantee that once you get there, it won't be as bad as you think it's going to be. In fact, I think you will actually find that, doing something like relearning math skills, gaining a certificate, a qualification that nobody can take away from you, will actually give you a very long-lasting confidence boost.
Just finally, I'm just surprised at how many people in the Northeast don't have any qualifications in maths at all. It's almost a third, isn't it?
Yes, the surveys found that 32% of people, which is almost a third of people in the Northeast, haven't got any maths qualification, which is a really quite high proportion. And, what's really quite telling as well is that, people actually do believe in that area that having a maths qualification would improve their confidence to a great extent. So it's about getting people to really do something about it. And what I would advise is that people phone the Get On helpline and speak to an advisor about the possibilities, and you can do that by phoning 0800 66 0800 and just ask some questions, find out if there's a course in your area that you can sign up to. What have you got to lose, really? You've got everything to gain and nothing to lose.